Arsenal's William Saliba is reportedly still the top choice for Real Madrid, and while they have agreed a fee with another club for a replacement, it seems they haven't given up hope just yet. Real Madrid have been looking to bolster their defensive options and have had their sights set on the French defender for quite some time. However, with Saliba's current contract set to expire next year, Arsenal were keen on tying him down to a new deal. So let's dive into the latest developments surrounding Saliba's future and explore whether he could be donning the white shirt next season. Hello, everyone. I'm here. Hello, everyone. I'm here. Let's get started. Saliba has been a pivotal figure in Arsenal's squad since joining from Saint-Etienne in 2019, initially on loan. His impressive performances have caught the attention of many top European clubs, with Real Madrid being his most ardent admirer. Reports emerged earlier this year suggesting that Real Madrid had already reached an agreement with Saliba's agent over a potential move. This development raised concerns among Arsenal fans about their star defender's future at the Emirates stadium. However, Saliba himself expressed his contentment at Arsenal and his desire to stay with the club. In a recent interview, he stated, "I am happy here. I have a contract until 2024. I want to stay here. I don't want to go to Spain or Italy. I want to stay here." These comments provided some relief to Arsenal supporters who were worried about losing their key player. The situation took another twist when Real Madrid announced the signing of defender Antonio Rudiger from Chelsea on a long-term contract. Rudiger's arrival at the Santiago Bernabeu stadium seemingly made Saliba's transfer to Real Madrid less of a priority. But according to the latest reports, Real Madrid's interest in Saliba remains strong. One of the key factors in Saliba's decision-making process is his desire to play Champions League football. With Arsenal currently in 6th place in the Premier League, they face an uncertain prospect of securing a top 4 finish and qualifying for the Champions League next season. On the other hand, Real Madrid is a club that consistently competes in the Champions League and offers Saliba the opportunity to showcase his skills on the biggest stage in European football. However, Arsenal are determined to keep hold of their prized asset and are preparing a lucrative contract offer to extend his stay at the club. Mikel Arteta, Arsenal's manager, has openly stated that he wants Saliba to remain with the team and believes that the defender has the potential to become a club legend. The support of the manager and the club's hierarchy is a significant factor in convincing Saliba to stay. Another crucial aspect to consider is Saliba's preference for playing in the Premier League. The English top flight is widely regarded as the most competitive and intense league in the world, and Saliba may feel that staying in England would be beneficial for his development as a footballer. Moreover, Arsenal's impressive performances this season, despite missing out on a top 4 finish, have shown that the club is on an upward trajectory under Arteta's guidance. While Real Madrid's interest is flattering for Saliba and his representatives, Arsenal's determination to keep him and the defender's own desire to stay make it seem unlikely that he will be moving to Spain anytime soon. Now, however, things seem to be changing. According to reports, Real Madrid is ready to make a move for Saliba, despite having signed both David Alaba and Rudiger in recent times. Alaba joined from Bayern Munich in the summer of 2021, while Rudiger arrived from Chelsea on a free transfer last month. Despite these additions, Real Madrid manager Carlo Ancelotti is still keen on acquiring Saliba's services. According to Spanish outlet AS, Real Madrid sees Saliba as the ideal long-term partner for Alaba in central defense. They believe that Saliba's technical ability and composure on the ball will complement Alaba's strength and leadership qualities. The report also mentions that Real Madrid is willing to offer a substantial amount of around 80 million euros to secure Saliba's signature. This financial muscle showcases their determination to bring the Frenchman to the Santiago Bernabeu. Moreover, Real Madrid's interest in Saliba is not solely based on his defensive capabilities, but also on his potential to thrive in one of the most high-pressure and demanding leagues in world football. They see Saliba as a young, talented defender who can handle the intensity and expectations of playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world. For Saliba, the prospect of joining Real Madrid would undoubtedly be tempting. Playing for a club with such a rich history and tradition, coupled with the opportunity to compete for top honors in Europe, could be an attractive proposition. Additionally, the chance to learn from experienced defenders like Alaba and Rudiger would be invaluable to his development. As the summer transfer window approaches, speculation about Saliba's future will intensify. Arsenal will be eager to retain their star defender, while Real Madrid is likely to test their resolve with a formal offer. It remains to be seen how this tug of war between the two clubs will play out, and ultimately where Saliba's future lies. But is this the end of the road for Arsenal's hopes of keeping Saliba? Well, not so fast. There's more to the story. Despite the reports of Real Madrid's interest and their alleged offer, there are a few reasons why we should pump the brakes on these rumors. Firstly, Saliba's current stance on leaving Arsenal hasn't changed. As we discussed earlier, he publicly stated his happiness at the club and his desire to stay. Secondly, Arsenal's valuation of Saliba is astronomical, rumored to be in the range of £150 million, significantly higher than Real Madrid's proposed €80 million. It's highly unlikely that Arsenal would accept anything less than their asking price for such a prized asset. Moreover, Saliba's contract situation provides Arsenal with a strong negotiating position. Since he still has a year left on his contract, Arsenal can afford to hold out for a suitable offer if they choose not to extend his deal. This could potentially force Real Madrid to reconsider their investment, especially considering the high valuation. Furthermore, Real Madrid's recent signing of Antonio Rudiger suggests that they may have already addressed their defensive needs for the season. Rudiger is a world-class defender, and his arrival could indicate that Real Madrid is satisfied with their current squad and is not actively pursuing Saliba anymore. Instead, they might have secured Rudiger as a long-term replacement for some of their existing defenders. Finally, it's essential to approach such rumors with a healthy dose of skepticism. Transfer speculation is rife during the summer, and it's not uncommon for clubs to be linked with players who are not on their radar. Therefore, while Real Madrid's interest in Saliba is acknowledged, it's important not to jump to conclusions and rely on concrete evidence before making any final judgments. In conclusion, while Real Madrid's reported interest in Saliba is intriguing, it's not entirely accurate to say that they haven't given up on signing him. Their actions in the transfer market, including the signing of Rudiger and their failure to match Arsenal's valuation of Saliba, suggest that they may have moved on to other targets. Saliba's own public statements and his contractual situation further indicate that he is likely to remain at Arsenal. Fans will continue to monitor the situation closely, but for now, it seems that the drama surrounding Saliba's future is far from over. That's all for today, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and I'll see you in the next video.